just say, it is so hard being a stay-at-home adult. Like, I be trying to find my community and I be trying to join the mommy groups, but they all say I gotta have children. And I feel like that's a little bit on the prejudice side. That's a little prejudice. Hold on, let me take a bite. It's not my fault that you're not gonna have leftovers, Susan, because you got a full house. Just don't put that on me. Hey YouTube world, it's me, Evelyn. Welcome to #Smack Your Lip, the series I do on here where I taste and or prepare beverages and or foodstuffs and share my thoughts on them. Today's installment of Smack Your Lip is going to be a little different. In this video, I'm going to combine my love of food with my ever-growing quest to understand adulting, which really is my quest to find out where I can give myself some grace. Because life is hard. Life can get hard. That's really good. Over on this channel, we believe in eating our feelings, okay? So in general, we tend to think of adulting in terms of task completion, being productive at work, doing your chores on a daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly schedule, decluttering, Marie Kondo, having a morning routine that makes you rejuvenated and ready to go. And of course, meal prepping. And believe you me, I've tried it. I have tried the whole meal prepping thing where you cook a bunch of dishes, you portion control in some sorry Tupperware, okay? You got a drizzle of rice, you got 5 grains of rice, a chicken breast, and 3 asparaguses. And then you eat that for all of eternity until you get fed up and eventually find yourself at midnight in the Whataburger drive-thru because you know you got rice at home, but you don't want rice. I don't believe food should be that regimented for everyone. I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm not even an athlete. Leisurely. I barely go outside. The reason you suck at meal prep is because meal prep sucks. So I've got a handful of tips and tricks and hacks and experiences and lessons learned along the way when it comes to me trying to nourish myself. Number 1, and this is the biggest tip, hack, whatever you want to call it, prep ingredients, not meals. Because for me, cooking doesn't take a long time. It's the preparation to cook. It's chopping the onions and the garlic and marinating the whatever you gotta marinate, and the chopping and the peeling, and it's just like, it's so much. Who wants to reheat salmon? Think about it. Now, I love leftovers just as much as the next person, but there are some things I won't do. So prep ingredients, chop your veggies, peel your sweet potato and chop it up or whatever you be doing. Make your homemade dips and dressings and hummus and what have you. When you prepare all the components of your dish, it also allows for more flexibility and spontaneity. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be stuck with a chicken breast if you don't want the breast. I guarantee that if you just do this one tip, you'll drastically reduce your food waste. You can only reheat things so many times after so many days that, like, why try? Meal prep tip number 2, and this really depends on your mobility, your level of access to a vehicle, okay, transportation, if you will. So I understand that. But second tip, go back to the store instead of stockpiling food. So when I was a teen, I used to cook dinner for my family because my mom worked. I was the one in charge of dinner. I took that method of cooking and applied it to my own life when I moved out and was cooking for just myself. I had so much paschetti. I mean, I would make red beans and rice for the apocalypse. Like, I went from cooking for 4 people to 1, but my grocery shopping list stayed the same. Doesn't compute. That has been probably the toughest habit to break. Even now, I'll go to the grocery store and I'll feel this sense of what if I don't have enough? In other countries, you know, when I went and visited my family in the motherland, or even I've heard people in France do this, at the end of every workday, they go to the market and get that night's dinner. Not everybody in the world stockpiles Costco food. Why you need 1,000 shrimps? For me, it's also taken a little bit of like the stress. It's not like really stress, but it's taking a little bit of the stress away from like planning a week's worth of meals. And it's like, no, I just have to feed myself till Wednesday. And then Wednesday we'll reassess. We'll see where we're at. Maybe I don't want to eat at home. Huh? Maybe I want to socialize. Number 3, which is more of a lesson or a thing that I've come to know over time, is experiment. And for me, that's where HelloFresh comes in. Shout out to them for sponsoring the kid. HelloFresh is home cooking, but make it actually easy. I mean, I can cook, but even if I couldn't, it comes with easy to follow instructions. It comes with pre-measured ingredients. The whole process is simple enough for you to prep, cook, and get a meal on the table in about 30 minutes. No Rachel Ray. I'm not gonna lie, it smells hella good. Smell hella good. Oh, that's nice. Yes, okay. Just doing something. Wow! Come through, sesame oil. It's giving me Austin, Texas, low-key. It's giving me hipster Korean taco truck fusion. They made us make pickles. I've never had a radish before. I don't think. It's good. You know, me myself, I like condiments. So anytime something says a drizzle, that's my cue to pour it on tortilla, okay? You got the Korean spiced beef. You got the pickles that we made, the cilantro, some sriracha, the crema. Hey, hold on. It's giving me bibimbap. It's giving me quick and easy. Okay, this just like came together. Filming is another story, but for you, this is gonna come together real fast. We'll come together real fast. I decided to use HelloFresh as a way to experiment. I'm not a particularly picky eater, but I do get in food ruts. You know what I'm saying? I be eating the same paschettis. So you can use it that way, as a way to try different flavors and regions of cuisine without the risk of it like turning out bad and like a whole pot of some curry situation with way too much turmeric. Turmeric and curry powder kind of look the same. You got confused. Who gonna eat all this? Ain't enough naan in the world to soak it up. And as far as meal kit delivery services go, I know some of y'all watching are like, what's this hippy dippy lifestyle? Back in my day, I used to walk 10 miles to borrow sugar. HelloFresh is really flexible. You can add meals to your weekly order. You can change the delivery days if you know you'll be out of town or something. And you can skip a week. You can skip it. HelloFresh is now from $5.66 per serving. Get started with 8 free meals. That's $80 off your first month of HelloFresh. So go to HelloFresh.com. Link is in the video description box. Click the one that's in the video description box and use promo code Evelyn from the internet's 80. Next tip. Some people need to experiment, and then some people need to develop their go-tos. For me, when in doubt, tacos. You can put anything on a tortilla and it'll sustain you. If you're gonna be out here in the world, okay, thriving, you have to find a couple dishes that you like making for yourself. It doesn't have to be anything intricate. You don't need to get your Food Network on, but really take the time to think about what your version of fast food can be. Figuring out what your fast food is makes it a lot easier for you to decide to make that 10-minute grocery store run instead of going to the drive-thru, Whataburger drive-thru at midnight, okay? Because you're like, whatever, life is but a vapor. For some people, that's spaghetti. When in doubt, spaghetti. For some people, their fast food is whipping up minute rice and some steamed broccoli. Do what you can. My last tip for meal prepping, adulting, trying to do the best you can is that life happens. I have some months where I'm whipping it up. I'm on my Giada De Laurentiis, I'm on my Emerald Lagasse, I'm on my Top Chef, you feel me? And some months I feed myself day by day with maybe. Day by day, maybe. The biggest thing I've learned and I'm continuing to learn is that's okay. We're all out here trying to be as productive as people we see who have staff. Do you feel me? Remember, the game is rigged. Okay, food security and access. How sometimes I feel like I have to choose between food that's good to the earth, food that's good to the humans who grew it or made it, and food that's good to my bank account. But I can't have all three. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the game is rigged, okay? I do not have an avocado tree like Oprah, but I wish I did. If I did, I would share. I really would. You could all come over and have guacamole. Follow me. Listen to me, see me, feel me. You cannot be perfect, but you could always learn more. And that's it for this edition of #SmackYourLip. Hope it was informative. Hope you learned something. Hope you will visit HelloFresh.com and use promo code Evelyn from the Internet's 80. Hope. A girl can hope. Go forth and be full. How about that? How about you go be full? In the comments below, let me know if I came to your house for dinner, what we having. And I'll see you on the internet somewhere. Bye.